Salute, salute, and honor. Yeah, man. I want to talk about these situations where we have relationships, soulmates, uh, other halves, and things like that. So there come a time, man, you become awakened. You're not content on what's going on. You just in a world of wanting to know what the hell is going on. Okay, so while you in this state of wanting to know what the hell is going on, right? You have your other half or your soulmate. You know what I'm saying? That's just content. Then when you go and talk to them about these situations, they be like, "Oh, okay, I hear you," but there's no intellectual feedback. You know what I mean? There's no high communication. You know what I'm saying? They would fake into being interested in the topic, knowing damn well that they don't want to even talk about it. You know what I mean? Because they all caught up in a loop. They caught up in the net, and they don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? They in a comfortable state, a comfortable mind state that things is just what it is. You know what I mean? And not in that perspective, and in a perspective that everything um, is here just cause. You know what I mean? There's no significance behind it. There's no meaning behind it. You know, it's just the world. We on Earth having a human experience. And that's how they feel. You know what I mean? Whether it's man or female, whatever. But I'm talking in reference to the souls, the soul men and soul women. So you look at your soul man or your soul woman or whatever, you on the right path. And I'm speaking in reference to eating the right foods. You know what I'm saying? You're not all caught up with eating this fake chicken. You know what I mean? That some people is trying to promote on a con. You know what I'm saying? They eating they nasty shrimps. They go to the buffet, the damn shrimp. They chop they take the damn head of the shrimp off. You know what I mean? Shrimp eyes all black and crisp. You know what I'm saying? They eat their little shrimps. And why is people still eating oodles and noodles? You know what I'm saying? Still eating oodles and noodles. What they call them in the hood? You know what I mean? Ramen noodles. So yeah, you trying to eat the correct things. You know what I'm saying? Cleansing the body every day. Then you see your partner, your soulmate, your other half, whatever you want to call it, that's eating mucked up, and you telling them, you informing them on what's going on as far as the food, and you can gradually see that they like falling. You know what I mean? They becoming earthbound, all fat and nasty. You know what I'm saying? Just hypothetically speaking, in general, you know they just out of shape. You know what I mean? Flabby. That's because the energy is low. You know what I mean? Earthbound. Especially people who stomp. You know what I mean? They be stumping down the steps. You know. That's because they earthbound. Their energy is low. You know what I mean? They low. Super low. And it don't take much for them to slip up and trip and fall. You know what I mean? It's because they vibing low, man. But yeah, you trying to let your soul woman, speaking in reference to the soul men out there, and then you got the soul woman. that's trying to make sure that the soul man is eating right. But hey, man, some things are just necessary. It was just a matter of time before they was supposed to consume the gene that keep them in a degenerate state of mind. They're not able to comprehend what's going on. You know what I mean? I had a conversation with one brother one time. He was talking about how diabetes running his family, so on and so forth. He like, F it, we gonna die anyway. You know, we gonna die anyway. And I'm telling him, that's not a thought to have. And diabetes is a family thing pertaining to ignorance. You know what I mean? Because people who catch diabetes because they ignorant. You know what I mean? And they get passed on. They get passed down in the family tree. You know what I mean? So when you have your Christmas, your Thanksgiving, and all of that, people cook up they turkey, they cook up they ham, they glaze ham, you know, they potato salad, which is filled with starch, and then you got mayonnaise that's contaminated with a whole bunch of things. Then you dealing with fake rice, you dealing with pus mac and cheese, pus mac, and then more starch, which is your candy yams, your fake greens. You know what I'm saying? So it's a track record. It's a tradition to be in ignorance. It's not a tradition of growth. It's a tradition of ignorance, man. Ignorance. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I got this camera and this view is because I'm driving right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm driving. And I don't got nothing to hold the phone up. Yeah, this is why I got the camera like this. But yeah, man. And then what's interesting is this. Soul woman, soul man. Soul men. You find somebody that's vibing on the same level as you. You know what I mean? Once you do that, once the connection is there, your partner or your other half, or your soulmate, is in a state of, oh, why this and why that? Why you talking to this person and this and that? When it don't even have to do nothing with sex. You know what I mean? It don't really had nothing to do with a physical attraction. But because you have a mental connection, you have intellectual conversations with that opposite sex, you know what I'm saying? It's a problem. It's a problem. See, they get mad, all caught up in their feelings because they not getting the attention. Your attention is elsewhere. So they get mad. Then when you break it down to them, they still take the whole situation emotionally and still can't comprehend what you're saying, what you're telling them on why y'all have this mental connection or whatever. You know what I mean? And when you say you have a mental connection, they identify it with you having mental sex. You know what I mean? And it don't have nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? But you the one, you trying to uplift your queen and all of that, you know what I mean? Or vice versa. And they don't want to hear nothing you gotta say. They don't want to hear nothing. So with that being said, what you would try to do is move on. You trying to move on from the situation. You know what I mean? You want to stick in there. You want to stick in there. You want to make things right, but it just don't register in their head. This girl looking at me while wearing a wig. You know what I'm saying? You grilling me, I'm minding mine. You know what I mean? These people weird, man. Weirdos, bunch of weirdos. But yeah, you do whatever you can to provide. And another thing, people think that, oh, cause you pay bills and you got a car and this and that you really making progress. Like, really? Are you making progress? Are you really making progress? Or you doing what you supposed to do to make sure things just is in order? You know what I mean? Things that you supposed to do. And people want a cookie, man. You want a cookie. You want a reward for things that you supposed to do. How about cleaning your vessel out? How about doing that? How about watching out for the people that you surround yourself about? You know what I mean? Surround yourself, around people who's about uplifting the mental state, learning the environment. Learning what this matrix is about. You know what I mean? And it don't gotta solely be on that all the time. You know what I mean? But everything got to do with the soul. You know what I mean? Whether it's music, whether it's whatever. You know what I mean? It's about just learning everything. And it don't gotta be negative or positive. It's just about knowing, man. And that's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to know. What's wrong with knowing? But it's a crime when somebody tell you, oh, they think they know everything. What's wrong? Why is it a crime to know all things and how things work? Like, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. You can't trust nobody out here, man. It's like, you just gotta get to know thyself. You gotta know thyself. You gotta be very, very patient, man. Take your time and know how things work. And I'm still learning. You know what I mean? I'm still learning. I still have an open mind. And once I hear something, I analyze it and see if it's correct. You know what I mean? And that's how we all should operate in analyzing what's going on and what people be saying. You know what I mean? It's a lot of contradictions that I'll be hearing, but I don't really speak about it. You know what I mean? I accept it for what it is and keep it moving. You know? But you try to make sure your soulmate is on point, and it just doesn't register. It don't register with them, and you just try hard. You try to hold on to something that just don't work. Y'all met off of sex. You know what I mean? You didn't meet up in a sense of a mental connection there. You know what I mean? You meet the soul woman when she had a wig. You know what I mean? When she was all caught up, all up in the mix. You know what I mean? And at that specific time, or or vice versa. The soul woman too. The soul woman could meet a guy. She's at a point where as though she might have done wore a wig and then decided to take the damn wig off. Like, I can't deal with this. You know what I mean? I want to represent my crown and who I truly am. And then she go and tell, the Negro, like, listen, I think we should do this and do that. I think we should eat better. But he don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to hear that. He He want to eat his fried chicken. He want to eat his shrimp fried rice and all that. He want to go to the buffet and eat some glazed ham, some glazed pork ribs. You know, with his lo mein. You know what I'm saying? The lo mein. You want to eat the lo mein. You know, so that's what it is, man. That's exactly what it is. But you know, you try to hold on and they just don't get it. And they probably won't never get it. You know what I mean? And when we in these so-called relationships, it can be a test for us. It could be something that we need to conquer within ourselves. Cause you know, most of the time, man, what goes inside is a projection what goes on outside. Like for instance, I can be driving, and you know, I got a good diet. You know what I mean? Diet is pretty good. You know, like I don't consume anything, any and everything, man. I don't play that. But I can be driving, and the road is clear. You know what I mean? You can be driving every day. You take this same road. You know what I mean? That you always take. And then you let somebody drive. You know what I mean? You let somebody drive. Next thing you know, the traffic is all screwed up. It's congested. That's because the person that's driving got a bad diet. The person that you let drive has a bad diet and all of that. So you see a sudden change. And that's how you know things are computerized, man. Things are computerized, and the planet responds how the body react. You know what I mean? It's like the earth and the body corresponds with each other, so to speak. I don't want to sound like I'm, you know, trying to confuse you guys. But yeah. In some form or fashion, there's some type of communication that you have with the planet. You know? That's why, you know, when I had conversations with people, they'd be like, you be like, how you doing? And then they'd be like, good, trying to stay grounded. Why would you want to be grounded? Why would you want to be grounded? You know what I mean? Earthbound. Stagnant. You don't want to glide. You know what I mean? But yeah, for all the soul women, soul men, man, get y'all diets right. Start cleansing, man. Start cleansing. And start staring at the sun, man. And for those who think it's a game, think I don't sun gaze, I absolutely do. People don't see, that's why, you know, people don't pay attention. I done made videos way before. You know what I mean? I've made videos way before, and I deleted them. You know what I mean? And like I said, it was things that I spoke of as far as, you know, the sun and everything, but I ended up deleting the videos. You know what I mean? Giving full description of the experience and things that I've saw. You know what I mean? And you don't just when you stare at the sun, you don't just stand still. You know what I mean? How I used to do it, I used to move like a serpent. Now let's be exact on that. I used to move in certain foot movements. You know what I mean? I take my shoes off. You know what I mean? Plant my feet up in the dirt, mineral soil. You know what I'm saying? That's what I used to do. You know what I mean? And I keep it to a certain degree when I'm sun gazing, because I'll be on my steps or something like that. You know what I mean? And you got neighbors. I done had neighbors try to come at me Like something was wrong with me because how I was sun gazing, how I was communicating. You know what I mean? So some of these silly, dumbed down neighbors I didn't had situations with. You know what I mean? But as of right now, I keep it to a minimum. You know what I mean? I move in a certain accordance, and I keep it like that. And when I do that, I hear the ringing in my ear. You know what I mean? In my mind, I hear it. I hear it. I remember one time that I was staring at the sun for at least 40, 45 minutes. Then it hit me. I heard that ring. Bang. Next thing you know, I had a headache. I had a massive headache, man. I had to lay down, man, and I had to take it down. I had to go to sleep. You know what I mean? I had to let the body recuperate. You know what I mean? One time I actually saved up my energy for about a week or so. And it was this ringing in my ear. It lasted for at least 2, 3 minutes. Tops. It was just constant. That's when I went to go to the gas station, put some gas in the car. I'm driving, and that's when it happened. And then, when I got to the gas station, I still hear it. You know what I mean? It's because my frequency was rising. You know what I mean? And I should have, and the thing is, I should have kept that energy within. But I ended up mucking that up. And these spirits out here got all types of ways of feeding off your energy. That's what they do. But back to the topic at hand, soul women and soul men, man. Get y'all ish together, man. For real. When the so-called summertime, that high energy kick in, man, let's do it. Let's do it, man. It's time for us to charge up our energy. Let's do it. Forget the weed, man. Conquer the weed. Conquer this GMO food out here. You know what I mean? Conquer it. Conquer it all. You know what I mean? The hell with black power. The hell with all of that. The hell with Africa. You know what I'm saying? And to me, and that's how you know that this is a low-level planet, because the people, the so-called people, they pay homage to the people that tell them lies, and people love hearing lies. They commend lies. They honor lies, but there's no honor there. You know what I mean? There's no honor there. There's only truth, and that's all it will ever be. You know what I mean? I've been tested yesterday and today. And the saga continues. But I'm gonna cut this video short. Rise up, soul men and soul women. Rise up. Salute and honor.